Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have my update for Project Level Up and I am so excited. So I just started this project last month. So I rolled in my level 1 palette and that is the one we are going to be talking about today. So for level 1 I rolled in my Colourpop Midnight Masquerade palette. So for those of you who don't know, Project Level Up was created by Sophie Alexandra, and it is a little combination of projects. So for level 1, you roll in a palette and you have to use every shade one time and hit one pan. Once you complete those goals, you move to level 2, where you have to use every shade twice and hit 2 pans, and so on up to level 5. So starting at level 1, I started with my Colourpop Midnight Masquerade palette, and I was really happy that this was my first palette in. I think it was a good introduction for this project for me. So I will insert a picture of what this palette looked like in the intro when we rolled it in. And here is what this one looks like today. So I hope you will be able to see the progress on this palette. I am going to run through my uses on each of these shades, but just as a reminder, I am excluding pressed glitters from this project just because they just aren't something I really want to reach for and put on my eyes super often. So I am just going to tell you right now, I did not use either of the pressed glitters at all, but that does not count for this project, so it is the rest of the shades in this palette I had to use once. So first up we have the shade Spinning Wheel, and I used that one 3 times this past month. Next to it we have Damsel, which I also used 3 times, along with Pip, same 3 uses. And then we have Enchanted, which I only used once, but I did reach my goal. And then we have Mama Odie, which I used 7 times, and hopefully you can see that I did hit pan on that shade. I am super excited about that. I knew I was pretty close, and it took a little bit of dedicated use, but I am super happy to finally have pan in that shade, and that is my 1 pan for this project. Next up we have Dajali, which I used twice. Skipping over the pressed glitter to Mrs. Potts, I used that one once. And skip that glitter to Frog and Wife, which I also used once. And then the bottom row we have Nutmeg, I used that one once. New Dream I used 3 times. Gaston I used twice. Quasimodo I used twice, and Merryweather I also used twice. So I did get at least 1 use out of all of the shades for this project, and I am super excited. I mentioned in my last video, this is one of my favorite palettes in my entire collection, so I knew this one would be a pretty easy one for me to reach for, and I'm so happy with the progress I did make on this, and I'm happy I was able to use most of these shades even more than 1 time. So I did hit all of my goals with this palette, so it will be rolling out, which I am super excited about. A little nervous because we are moving up to level 2, which these levels just get more and more intimidating as we go, but I feel really good about my progress on this one, so I feel ready to tackle level 2 at the moment. So we will be able to roll in a new palette. So I have my Tiny Decisions app queued up here with my Project Level Up wheel, and we will just go ahead and spin this. So we got my Ulta Hufflepuff palette. I will go ahead and grab that and be right back. Alright, I am back with my Ulta Hufflepuff palette, and if I'm being honest, I am a little nervous about this one. So here is what this one looks like on the inside. I do like that there are only 9 shades in this palette, so I feel like the usage goal should be pretty easy for me to meet, and I think it'll be really nice to get a couple uses on some of these shades because couple of the shades in this palette I don't use a ton, so I feel like this will be a good opportunity to reach for those. But I'm definitely nervous about the pan situation. I would definitely love to see some pans in this palette. I am just worried about how long it's going to take me. This is not a palette I'm reaching for every day, even though there are some really nice shades for every day in here. So hopefully I can convince myself to use this palette a little bit more and hit some pans. I am between a few that I think will be kind of my focus shades. So I'm thinking Sherbet, Lumos, or Golden Snitch. Two of those three. Galleon would be probably my fourth choice, but I don't think that one's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to reach for a yellow shade as consistently as it would take to hit pan. But those three other shades I think are really nice everyday shades. So those will probably be kind of my focus ones as of right now. I'm going to definitely test this palette out a little bit and see what ones I want to focus on, but those ones definitely have the most use as of right now, so I think those ones might end up being the ones I focus on for the two pans. So let me know what you guys think of this project. Let me know your predictions for next month. I think I can definitely get at least one use on these shades by next update. I am filming this a little early because I did hit my level 1 goal early, so I wanted to get a head start on level 2. Definitely glad I did this because I feel like this one's going to take me quite a bit longer than level 1 did. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what else you would like to see from me. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!